A special welcome to parents who have joined us this morning, and to all the students and faculty who are here today. Throughout the year, we've gathered as a community to celebrate our accomplishments and to recognize those who have exemplified what makes Barton great. Today is no different. Our purpose today is to honor Felicity's gifts to the Barton community and to dedicate the native garden to establish in her name. Our program will begin with a speech from Principal Steve DeLapp, who will speak about Felicity and the garden. Next, we will have a song, One Day, directed by Lisa and sung by our 3rd and 4th grade students. And we will conclude with a short slideshow that is images of Felicity, her students, and the garden's transformation to honor her. Before we begin with Principal DeLapp, it is my honor and privilege as principal to welcome and introduce members of Felicity's family who are here with us today. Her husband, Scott, her parents, Jill and Ernest, her brother, David, sister-in-law, Judith, and niece, Ivy, her sister, Joy, and her husband, Tim, and nieces, Samantha and Jessica, and nephew, Josh. Would Felicity's family please stand for all of us and join me in extending our gratitude and appreciation for their participation today.
Before I begin, I want to say something about my eye patch. Probably all of you think it's a fashion statement, right? Because pirates are so in and things like that. But what I have is a minor eye injury, so I have to keep this left eye covered a while. I'm going to have to do some real self-talk to my right eye in order to do the reading I want to do. But I made the print really large. So I think with one eye I'll be able to do this. Thank you for inviting me to share my thoughts about Felicity and what she meant to Barton Open School. I plan to do so by connecting features of the garden with attributes Felicity exhibited as a teacher. My hope is to help everyone see how the unique elements of the native garden, built in her name, capture so many of her qualities, and I think qualities exhibited by open school teachers at Barton. I'm extremely grateful for the loving attention her 3rd and 4th graders gave this garden project, joined and supported by parents, staff, family members, and older students throughout the school. These community building efforts help all of us heal from our loss and honor and affirm the loving gifts Felicity gave to our school. The garden features native plants. Felicity always exhibited a keen interest in the natural world, rooted in a deep love for the daily care of plants and animals. She started each day by tending to the animals on her farm, this done before her very long drive to school each morning. She often shared stories of her animals during her morning meetings. Her chickens were regular visitors to the room. Felicity and Mark took their students overnight tent camping every spring, with the kids engaged in the important work of restoring native grasses to Minnesota prairies. Felicity was always excited and energized following these camping trips as she observed how experiences in the natural environment could transform individual learners to a level that she knew was difficult to reach in the indoor classroom alone. The garden features a granite bench designed with loving attention by Felicity's family. I encourage you to see the bench as an invitation for whoever enters the garden to sit with a friend side by side. This was Felicity's preferred teaching interaction, sitting one-on-one with a student, shoulder to shoulder, listening to someone read or discuss a book, helping edit a piece of writing, or explaining a math concept. The family selected the quote on the bench from A.A. Mills' Winnie the Pooh. The quote is, "Some people care too much and think it's called love." When an individual student gets the full attention of a very busy teacher, know that it's rooted in love and affection for that individual. This was Felicity's preferred and most common teaching interaction, day in and day out. And we know that she was able to give to her students this way because she came to Barton with such a strong foundation of love from her own family. The garden features a little library where books can be exchanged through a small model of a barn. Felicity was an avid reader, loved books, and strove to build that same love of literature in the students she taught. She did it through her read-aloud selections and in her careful nurturing of independent reading habits from students. Her book conferences lent themselves to her favorite teaching interaction, that shoulder-to-shoulder conversation, relishing quiet moments of enjoying books with others. The little library can also be viewed as a gentle reminder to us that the building's original library entrance was from this very corner of the school. The garden features a restored peace pole with inscriptions in English, Somali, Spanish, and Japanese stating, "May peace prevail on earth." The original peace pole on the site was planted about 30 years ago. The peace pole symbolically links Barton with people all over the world who have planted peace poles in the same spirit of peace. It will serve as an enduring reminder for what Felicity desired and what all Barton teachers seek for their classrooms and for the larger community: peaceful and harmonious group interactions and caring relationships that reflect kindness and respect for others. The garden features a community design mosaic with themes drawn from Felicity's life. All of us recognize the unique power of art to represent feelings and emotions that are hard to express when we lose someone. I think what most resonates for me with the mosaic and what might be its strongest connection to Felicity is the community building process that went into its creation. People coming together to do something for a purpose greater than themselves. Felicity always gave much to the school-wide community. She was connected for years to the popcorn and plant sales. She got her classrooms involved in these kinds of projects because she valued service learning. There was also a lot of extra work for her, but she was modeling for her students that doing things for the larger community, giving to others, may be one of the most important things we can learn in school. I think the mosaic, with its multitude of images, will always stand as an affirmation of the power and importance of taking care of others through our commitments to community needs. The native garden, through all of these unique features, truly honors Felicity Neal Crosby. I think the garden also speaks strongly to affirming the values that guide the work of all staff members at Barton Open School. And in this sense, the garden honors all teachers as well. This small plot of land will continually need nurturing, care, and tending from the larger community. It stands as a vivid metaphor for the work all teachers do daily, tending delicate learning cultures that balance so many profound needs. For Barton teachers, I hope the garden is always seen as an extension of your own learning environments, recognizing that even within small ecosystems, there can be much for students to learn. I hope the garden always represents for you the power of a community working together, the centrality of artistic expression, and our deep respect for nature and out-of-door learning. And most of all, I hope the garden will always represent for all of us how essential it is to live the values of nurturing and caring for others as we know Felicity did in her life. Thank you.